Good evening from the home of Hell Track, Northwest Calgary, Alberta. Well, she's dirty now. Remember I told you before about them Chinooks, the big swoop in the sky? Yeah, it was plus out for the last few days, so got a few bare patches to ride on. This isn't exactly a spectacular example of that, but what it is an example of is some of the conditions I've already subjected the tires and gearing to, and brakes. And I'll be really honest with you. These Dyno brakes, I thought it was just going to be looks. I didn't think it was going to make much of a difference. They really did make a big difference in the braking. This 8996 in the front is a hell of a lot better than that Odyssey Springfield. And the Odyssey Springfield wasn't bad as far as braking power is concerned. It wasn't bad. The 996, oh, a little spot on there. They said apparently these are exact as the Dyno Ombre brakes. But they don't say Ombre. They have the more classic little badge on them. And that's why I like them, right? And these tires, yep, some ice, some wet ice, packed snow, and wet. And honestly, I haven't even slipped once. No, I'm not going to say I've gone around and done track speed on this less than ideal set of conditions, but I think it'll be just fine in the summer. Yep, I was correct about the 36 rather than the 33. It's perfect. I can clip along at a decent pace, pedaling leisurely and not RPMing the hell out of my rebuilt knee and my other knee that's on the way out. Isn't that a damn shame, the dirt on it? That's all right. Hey, it's the return of the gloves that screwed up my green Performer grips. Dun, dun, dun. I'll be honest with you. Outside of my green Performer, I have not really ridden, other than my first good BMX was a, oh gosh, 85 or 86 Torque 2 Freestyle. Outside of that, I've never really ridden front brakes at all in bikes. I put them on my Performer, but come on, that's a Tektro caliper on composite old school rims. They don't work too good. But this I could get used to. After running this, my banger, my 2021 Brian Kaczynski Team Signature bike, I have some Odyssey F32 front forks with the brake mounts on them coming, and I'm gonna have another set of Odyssey Evo 2.5s up front, same as the ones I have in the back. And actually I got a Vandero Pro front hub and a clutch rear hub coming for those beautiful Sun Rhino Light, the 20-inch rims I got. So my banger is gonna get built up. This thing's already built up. It's missing the handlebars and a couple little trim pieces, but this is pretty much exactly what it's gonna be, with the exception of the height of the handlebars. I'm real happy. I'm not disappointed in how I've spent any of my money. Although it did kind of break my heart a little bit to get these beautiful pedals dirty for the first time. Yeah, I'm being real careful. They're eventually gonna get little scrapes and nicks that happens to any bike that's not a Carpet Queen, but I'm gonna be real gentle with this one, and I'm gonna treat it like a Carpet Queen somewhat, but I am gonna ride it. It ain't never gonna be perfect, and that's okay. The money I've spent compared to how this was before the snow started to fly in November, because this is January 15th, like, yeah, look at that beautiful pink in the sky. Love living in Calgary. But either way, I'm gonna take this thing to the dry flats of the University of Calgary grounds, and I'm gonna see what I can do for hopping tricks and rear scuffs just with them rear pegs. Just thinking of getting a set of alloy GT cheat code pegs up front just so I can play around a little bit more. I might not get a gyro. I am gonna route the POTS mod through the pad like I said, but I might not get a gyro. I don't really need it for this bike, honestly. It's too damn big to ride like that. It's real comfortable, it's real pretty, but it will never be a 20-inch bike for agility and freestyle, but it is what it is, you know? Definitely harken back to the days of old. Anyways, guys, I'm done yapping. That'd be my first review of the parts I put on, and I can be honest, the Odyssey MX2 V-brake in the rear, and Odyssey, the Diacomp MX2 in the rear, and the Diacomp 996 up front. If you're setting up one of these bikes, this is a damn good option. Same with the, but I would say pair them with the MX2 levers and not the older stuff. These work much, much better. Feels like it has shortened the pull. Nick, I know you're watching right now, bud. You're my favorite viewer. You know, you're the only guy that ever made a suggestion on what to put on my bike. And you know what I got coming? Front Pork Chop BMX. I got the pool party for that in blue. I wouldn't have known about it if you hadn't said it, Nick. Honestly, thank you, brother. Appreciate that, Holmes. Solid. Anyways, guys, that's just almost 6.5 minutes of me yapping now. I'm done. But from the home of Hell Track, right here in Northwest Calgary, Alberta. Just look at that, and that's something else. Beautiful. I woke up with a hell of a migraine headache today. Couldn't get to work. Take a big nap, stay out of the sun. And once the sun started to go down, my headache started to go away. And I think it was a great way to waste my afternoon. I'm sure my boss wouldn't be unimpressed with me. By the way, if I'm lucky, my boss is looking at a 1993 Haro Master in yellow. He was saying that's what he had when he was young, and if he could find one, he'd fix it up. Well, you know what? I found one for him. Frame, fork, handlebars, stem, seat post. And if he buys it, he's gonna let me build it up and put it on my channel. I hope that happens. Either way, from right here in the home of Hell Track, Northwest Calgary, Alberta. Where's my knee? Oh, it didn't go today. Y'all stay rad, fellas.